Good morning, students. Once again, I, Manish Bansal, welcome you all to the online class organized by Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan Regional Office Jabalpur. And here in this second part of class 8th Science Chapter 1, Crop Production and Management, I am going to teach you about agricultural implements and some examples of agricultural implements. So, let us start this video. Agricultural implements. So first of all, let me clear the concept of agricultural implements. What are they? Agricultural implements are all those tools which are used by farmers to do agriculture. So agricultural implements means some tools. Before sowing the seeds, it is necessary to break soil to size of grains to get better yield. As I told you that what is the first step? To prepare the soil, and in this step the farmer breaks the soil down into smaller pieces. This is called tilling, and this tilling is done to get better yield. इस tilling से क्या होता है? फार्मर को ज्यादा उपज मिलती है. And this tilling is done with the help of some tools, and the main tools used for this purpose are plow, hoe and cultivator. So one by one we are going to study all these three tools. So first of all, the plow. Before starting plow, let me show you the figure of plow, and you must easily remember and easily identify this structure used by farmer. This is the structure of a plow. So look the structure, watch the structure very carefully, because when you will read about this, everything will be clear in your mind. So this is the structure of a plow. Now we read about plow. Plow is being used since ancient times for tilling the soil. Plow is a very old structure, and farmers are using it for a very long time. And what are the three purposes of using plow? Adding fertilizer to the crop. Removing the weeds. Weeds, you remember I told you, the unwanted plants that grow generally inside a farm or inside a field. And third purpose is scraping of soil. This implement is made of wood. Generally, let me tell you, there are three types of plows, and they are made either of only wood. The second type of plow is made of wood plus iron, and the third type of plow is made of only iron. So there are three types of plows. So this implement is made of wood. Generally it is made of wood and is drawn by a pair of bulls. और इसको कौन खींचते हैं? इसको bulls खींचते हैं. Other animals can also be used. Now we come to the structure. It contains a strong triangular iron strip. इसमें क्या होती है? एक strong triangular iron strip होती है. You can see here. This is a strong triangular iron strip, and this is called plowshare. And what is the name of this triangular shape? This is called plowshare. The main part of the plow is a long log of wood, which is called the plow shaft. What is the name of the main part? It is a long log. Log means लकड़ी का लट्ठा होता है, लकड़ी का पार्ट होता है, और इसको हम plow shaft कहते हैं. What is the name of this part? Plow shaft. Let me show you. This is called plow shaft. This is called plow shaft. It is made of generally wood or iron. There is handle at one end of the shaft. इसके one end पर क्या होता है? Handle होता है, and the other end is attached to a beam which is placed on the bull's neck. And the other end is where it is? It is on the bull's neck, which are drawing the plows. One pair of bulls and a farmer can easily operate the plow. और केवल एक जोड़ी बैल और एक फार्मर ही इसको ऑपरेट कर सकता है. The indigenous wooden plow is increasingly being replaced by iron plows nowadays. And what is happening nowadays? With the increasing technology, wooden plows are being replaced by iron plows. Now the second very important agricultural implement is hoe. It is simple tool which is used for removing weeds. यह एक simple tool होता है and this simple tool is used for removing weeds. Removing weeds means we need to remove the unwanted plants, so it is done by using hoe. And the other use of hoe is loosening the soil. हम इसको मिट्टी को लूज करने के लिए भी इसका इस्तेमाल करते हैं. Now let us come to the structure of hoe. It has a long rod of wood or iron. It has a long rod. इसमें भी एक long rod होती है. Again it is made up of either wood or iron. And what is the second more important part of this? A strong, broad and bent plate. एक strong, broad यानी चौड़ी और bent यानी मुड़ी हुई प्लेट होती है. But this plate is made of iron and this plate is fixed to one of its end. इसको हम क्या करते हैं, इसके एक एंड पर कनेक्ट कर देते हैं. If I show you the figure, everything will be clear to you. Now you can easily identify this structure. This is a hoe and this bent plate works like a blade. ये किसका काम करती है? एक ब्लेड की तरह काम करती है. किसकी तरह वर्क करती है? ये ब्लेड की तरह वर्क करती है. And this hoe is pulled by animals. Again it is pulled by animals or by tractors also. Now the third very important part is cultivator. Nowadays plowing is done by tractor driven cultivator. Actually since ancient time the cultivation is done by wooden plows. Those are made by the carpenters. But the use of cultivators saves labor and time. But nowadays what is happening? The cultivators have taken place of simple plows, and these cultivators are very large. They are factory made and they are generally made of iron and they are driven by tractors because they are so heavy that they cannot be driven by animals. So cultivators are driven by tractors because it saves labor and time. And one more very important difference between a simple plow and cultivator: using plow the farmer can make only one flower bed at a time or one furrow at a time, but using cultivator farmer can make many parallel flower beds at the same time. Means इसमें बहुत सारे नुकीले एजेस होते हैं जो कि मिट्टी को काटते हुए कंटिन्यूसली चलते हैं, and many parallel flower beds are prepared by the farmer at the same time. So using cultivator is much more efficient and time saving. Now after studying these three implements which are regularly used during the agriculture, we come to the second important step. I hope you remember these agricultural practices. This agricultural practices means agricultural practices are those activities which are performed by farmers step by step in order to get the yield. So this was the up till here it was the preparation of soil. It was the preparation of soil, and whatever the three tools we studied, it is the part of preparation of soil. So I hope the first agricultural practice, that is preparation of soil, is clear to you. Now after this we will come to sowing. Here 1.4 is sowing. Sowing is the most important part of crop production. Sowing means burying the seeds inside the soil. It is a very important part of crop production because if the seeds are not buried, the crops will certainly not come out. Before sowing यानी बीज को बोने से पहले किसान एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट चॉइस करता है, और वो क्या है? वो चॉइस ये है, बिफोर सोइंग गुड क्वालिटी सीड्स आर सिलेक्टेड. एक अच्छी क्वालिटी के सीड्स को किसान क्या करता है? सिलेक्ट करता है. गुड क्वालिटी सीड्स आर क्लीन एंड हेल्दी सीड्स ऑफ अ गुड वेराइटी. हाउ कैन यू कॉल अ गुड क्वालिटी सीड? Because good quality seeds should have some properties. First, it should be clean. good quality seeds should be clean, they should be healthy, and they should be of a good variety. Good variety means high yielding variety. The yield should be very high from those seeds. Only then they will be called good quality seeds, otherwise not. Farmers prefer to use seeds which give a high yield. There are two types of seeds, low yield seeds and high yield seeds. तो हाई यील्ड सीड्स को ही किसान प्रेफरेंस देते हैं. नाउ सिलेक्शन ऑफ सीड्स. Activity 1.1. This is a very simple activity and every farmer does it before selecting the seeds. Take a beaker and fill half of it with water. We will take a beaker and we will fill half beaker with water. Put a handful of wheat seeds. Now we take a handful of wheat seeds and put them inside the water and stir well. And we will shake the water we will shake the water. Wait for some time. After some time, what we will see, are there seeds which float on water? There will be some seeds which will be floating on the water surface, and there will be some seeds which will be sinking, जो पानी में डूब चुके होंगे. So would those be lighter or heavier than those which sink? तो अब आप मुझे बताएं, आपने साइंस में पढ़ा है कि जो चीज पानी में डूब जाती है, the object that sinks in water is heavier than water or lighter than water. तो जो ऑब्जेक्ट पानी में डूब जाता है, इट इज कंफर्म दैट दिस ऑब्जेक्ट इज हैवियर देन वाटर, एंड द ऑब्जेक्ट दैट फ्लोट्स ऑन द सरफेस ऑफ वाटर, इट मींस दिस ऑब्जेक्ट इज लाइटर देन वाटर. अब कुछ बीज पानी में डूब गए और कुछ बीज पानी पर तैर रहे हैं. सो हम ये कह सकते हैं कि जो बीज पानी पर तैर रहे हैं, द सीड्स which are floating on the surface of water, they are lighter seeds than those which have sunken into the water. जो पानी में sunken मतलब डूब गए हैं, उनसे वो कैसे हैं? हल्के हैं. अब अगला सवाल उठता है हमारे मन में, why would they be lighter? वो हल्के क्यों हो गए? Because they are damaged seeds. Now remember this thing, damaged seeds are always lighter than the healthy seeds. बिकॉज डैमेज्ड सीड्स बिकम होलो, वो खोखले हो जाते हैं, और खोखले होने पर वो हल्के हो जाते हैं. सो देयरफॉर दे फ्लोट ऑन द वाटर सरफेस. तो वो वाटर सरफेस पर क्या करते हैं? फ्लोट करते हैं. सो इन दिस वे द फार्मर कैन सेलेक्ट हेल्दी सीड्स. दिस इज अ गुड मेथड फॉर separating good healthy seeds from the damaged ones, and using this very simple and good method, the farmer separates healthy seeds from the damaged seeds. Before sowing, one of the important tasks is to know about the tools used for sowing seeds. Now after completing three traditional tools or three tools for tilling the land, now we study important tools for sowing the seeds. And first of all, we will study the traditional tool. The tool used traditionally for sowing seeds is shaped like a funnel. This tool which we are talking about is like a funnel shaped. The seeds are filled into the funnel. Let me show you the diagram first. Here you can see. This is like a funnel, and funnel is connected to a long pipe. Funnel is also connected to a long metallic pipe, and this metallic pipe pierces into the soil and leaves some seed there, but it cannot pierce very much deeper. Let us read. Traditional tool. The tool used traditionally for sowing seeds is shaped like a funnel. The seeds are filled into the funnel. We fill all the seeds in this funnel, passed it down through 2 or 3 pipes having sharp ends. और इसमें 2 या 3 पाइप कनेक्ट रहते हैं, इनके शार्प एंड्स होते हैं, नुकीले एंड होते हैं. व्हाट इज द यूज ऑफ दीज शार्प एंड? दीज शार्प एंड्स पियर्स इनटू द सॉइल. ये क्या करते हैं? मिट्टी में पियर्स मतलब अंदर तक चले जाते हैं, एंड प्लेस द सीड्स देयर. बट देयर आर सम ड्रॉबैक्स ऑफ दिस ट्रेडिशनल मेथड. लेट मी टेल यू अबाउट देम. Let me tell you about the drawbacks. Actually, the best method to find the disadvantages of first tool is to study the second more important tool, more technologically advanced tool, so that you will automatically come to know what are the disadvantages of the first tool. So we will start the second tool for sowing the seed, that is seed drills. Nowadays the seed drill is used for sowing with the help of tractors, and again seed drill is a modern device and it is drawn by the help of tractors. This tool sows the seeds uniformly at proper distance. So what is the advantage of using seed drill? This seed drill sows the seeds. इसमें क्या होता है, सीड जो होते हैं एक यूनिफॉर्मली प्रॉपर डिस्टेंस पर सो यानी बोए जाते हैं. एंड वन मोर इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट, इसमें डेप्थ भी ज्यादा होती है, इसमें गहराई भी ज्यादा होती है. इसका मतलब है कि जो पहली वाली हमारी ट्रेडिशनल मेथड थी, इन द ट्रेडिशनल सोइंग टूल मेथड द सीड्स आर नॉट डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड यूनिफॉर्मली एंड सीड्स आर नॉट प्लेस्ड एट अ वेरी हाई डेप्थ. जब सीड्स डेप्थ पर नहीं प्लेस किए जाएंगे जैसा कि पहली वाली मेथड में है, तो इसमें एक डैमेज का खतरा होता है. वो डैमेज का खतरा ये है कि बर्ड्स आकर इन सीड्स को खा सकती हैं और इनको हवा और पानी से इनको नुकसान हो सकता है, ये उड़कर भी जा सकते हैं. सो सोइंग द सीड्स यूजिंग सीड ड्रिल प्रिवेंट्स द सीड्स फ्रॉम दीज टू पॉसिबल डैमेजेस. It ensures that seeds get covered by the soil after sowing. So when we use seed drill, it also ensures that there is some soil over the seeds so that they are covered. But in the previous method, the seeds are not covered by the soil because the seeds are not buried in a very high depth. Sowing by using a seed drill saves time and labor. So in this way, when we use seed drill, it saves farmers time and it saves farmers labor also. I hope the seed drill and the difference between the traditional and the seed drill is also clear to you. Now we will come to another topic. An appropriate distance between the seed is important. One more thing about the importance of appropriate distance between the seeds. Why it is important to keep the proper distance between seeds? Because if seeds are placed very very close to each other, then there will be overcrowding of plant. तो वहां पर पौधों की पैदावार पास पास बहुत ज्यादा होगी, इससे उनके न्यूट्रिशन के लिए कंपटीशन भी पैदा होने का खतरा होता है. This allows plants to get sufficient sunlight, nutrients and water from the soil. And if seeds are sown at a proper distance, at a sufficient distance, then there will be no competition and there will be sufficient light for every plant, there will be sufficient nutrients for every plant. So we should take care of that. Sometimes a few plants have to be removed to prevent overcrowding. और कभी कभी अगर overcrowding हो भी जाती है, then we manually remove some plants. Now after completing the sowing of seeds, adding manure and fertilizer, that is the first agricultural activity. Let me explain you once again. Yes, preparation of soil we have studied. After that we studied sowing of seeds, and the third, it is very very important agricultural practice, adding manure and fertilizer. And in all the chapter we will one by one complete all the agricultural practices. Now we have come to the third very important agricultural practice, that is adding manure and adding fertilizers. Here, what is manure and what is fertilizer? The substances, first of all we will start with the definitions of manure and fertilizer, a general definition. After that we will categorize them. The substances which are added to the soil in the form of nutrients, means manure and fertilizers are those substances which are added to the soil and they act like the nutrients for the soil. ये किसकी तरह काम करते हैं? They act like the nutrients for the soil and nutrients for the healthy growth of plants. So it means that manure and fertilizers both are important for healthy growth of plants. Generally the soil supplies mineral nutrients to the crop. what is the major source of supplying nutrients to the crop? It is the soil. But when soil does not have all the nutrients in proper amount, we need to supplement it. हम उसमें क्या करते हैं, कुछ सप्लीमेंट मटेरियल मिलाते हैं, और यही सप्लीमेंट मटेरियल जो मिट्टी की कमी को पूरी करता है, हमारी फसलों की जरूरतों को पूरी करता है. These supplement materials are called manure, are called fertilizers. Soil supplies mineral nutrients to the crops. These nutrients are essential for the growth of plants. और ये जो nutrients होते हैं हमारी plants की growth के लिए बहुत essential होते हैं. In certain areas, farmers grow crop after crop in the same field. It generally happens that in some certain areas where the fertility is quite high, farmers grow crops after crop, means they do not leave the land fallow means uncultivated. वो जमीन को uncultivated छोड़ते ही नहीं है. So the field is never left uncultivated or fallow. Imagine, you can easily imagine what will happen to the soil, what will happen to the nutrients of the soil when farmers are growing crops one after another without leaving a gap. So generally, if this happens, there will be a severe lack of particular type of nutrients in the soil. Continuous growing of crops makes the soil poorer in certain nutrients. When the farmers grow continuously, crops after crops, then the soil will be poorer. Soil will be poorer in certain nutrients. तो soil में कुछ particular type of nutrients की क्या हो जाएगी, कमी हो जाएगी. Now what can be done? Then farmers have to add manure. Farmer को क्या मिलाना पड़ता है? Manure to the fields to replenish the soil with nutrients. Replenish means to supply. Replenish means कि भरपाई करना, soil में जिन nutrients की कमी हो गई है उनकी भरपाई करना. The process is called manuring. The adding or the mixing of manure to the soil, this process is called manuring. Improper or insufficient manuring results in weak plants. If the farmers do not provide sufficient amount of manure and at a proper time, then the plants will be weak and the yield will not be very good. Now let us study more about manure. What is manure? Manure is an organic substance. A very important point, manure, because all these points will help you in identifying the differences between manure and fertilizers, which is a very important question. So manure, first point is manure is organic substance. Manure कैसा होता है? Organic substance होता है. What is the meaning of organic substance? Organic substances are those substances which are originated either from plant source or from animal sources. These are called organic substance. So one thing is very much clear, manure is made either from plant sources or animal sources. Organic substance होता है, manure is an organic substance obtained from the decomposition of plants or animal waste. As I told you, manure is obtained from plants or animal waste and after the decomposition of plants and animal waste. इसमें क्या होता है? Plants और animal waste को हम decompose करते हैं inside the pits and these are called compost pits. Farmers dump plant and animal waste in pits at open places and allow it to decompose. The decomposition is caused by some microorganisms. Microorganisms help in this decomposting process and the decomposed matter is used as organic manure. और जब ये अच्छी तरह decompose हो जाता है, this is called organic manure. Sometimes some worms like earthworms are also mixed with this dead and decaying organic and plant and animal waste to hasten means jaldi, to fasten the process of decomposition, that is called vermicompost. So there are two types of manure, normal manure and vermicompost, compost and vermicompost. And you have studied about this in class 6 and in detail you will study about green manure also, vermicompost also in class 9th. So dear students, I hope up to here the topics are clear to you and that's enough for today's video and we will finish the chapter in the third or the fourth part. So till then, take care, study well, stay safe, take care, bye.